Hello, friends, Americans. I'm Limina Harmon, and I'm here because we need to be together. The United States is not facing a coup. We're in the middle of it. If we review the dramatic events of the last 2 weeks, there are too many places in which the Constitution has been completely overrun to count. Shredding the 14th Amendment and ending birthright citizenship, creating an agency that doesn't legally exist, and allowing illegal access to the entire Treasury while stealing the power of the purse from Congress, the regulatory freezes, trampling the free speech rights of federal employees, and attempting to eliminate USAID, with more assaults announced every day, every hour. For many of us, this reality seems too enormous to comprehend, which I suppose explains the business as usual approach to our daily lives. However, we've wasted too much time already. As I've sought to foster an urgency matching my own amongst elected officials, political operatives, and community leaders, I've been dismayed by how few are prepared for a paradigm shift adequate to the challenge we face. Normally, the idea that we should mobilize for the midterm elections would make perfect sense. But this isn't normally, and currently it frightens me. The midterms are 2 years away, and at the rate we're going, I can't imagine what will be left in 2 months, let alone 2 years. It is of vital importance that we work broadly. Local work alone is inadequate to the magnitude of the change this regime is making. While Democratic leadership nationally has finally begun to make some noise, most of them have not even gathered in Washington, let alone been brave enough to call this government takeover what it is, a coup d'etat. This is why I'm coming directly to you. I'm coming to you as a fellow citizen, as a brown woman, as a mother of 2 brown daughters, one with special needs. I'm coming to you as an elected official, someone deeply committed to our democratic principles. I am bound and determined to defend and uphold the Constitution. I'm also coming to you as a moral leader and a public theologian, an ordained elder in the United Methodist Church, and I know the silence of progressive Christian clergy has made us complicit in the malignant, racist, homophobic, transphobic narratives of the Christian right, and for that I am sorry. And I'm also coming to you as an historian who pays attention to the news. But truly, it doesn't take much to see what comes next. Based upon the breadth and depth of what has already happened and the clear designs laid out in Project 2025, it is no great leap to believe that as progressives across the country, but especially in Democratic-leaning states, fail to comply with the unconstitutional demands of the Trump regime and seek to slow their progress, the move will be to declare their preventative safeguarding actions as illegal, un-American, and based upon the legislation that is currently before the Tennessee Senate, felonious. Please bear in mind that Elon Musk, a private citizen who is unvetted and has no security clearance, now has unfettered access to the Treasury Department. That means all federal spending. Can you see how this enables the fascist junta to begin extracting resources from more financially stable, democratic-leaning states? The GDP of California and New York alone account for nearly 1/4 of the US GDP. They are literally using our resources to destroy our way of life. At this rate, in a matter of weeks, we could easily find ourselves without access to our own funds and our leadership incarcerated. If we wait any longer, there will be no place in which to make a stand. If there is no leadership prepared to act with vision, urgency, and moral conviction, then we must become the leaders we need. That is why I'm asking for your help. We, the people, need to draw something more definitive than a line in the sand. We must draw a line across the map of the United States. We must demand that the governors, the legislatures, attorneys general, county and local government officials, and sheriffs, to name but a few, come together across state lines to coordinate mutual support, best practices, trade, constitutional law defense, support for immigrants and other vulnerable populations, and financial resources. We may well be the last defense of democracy in a United States that is already broken. The current regime declared war on January 6th, and we were too nice to try and convict them of their crimes. So what shall we do at this, the 11th hour? If all or some of these ideas resonate with you, if you feel they merit more discussion, if you would like to join a movement that literally begins this moment, contact me. Share this message and the petition that will be in the chat in just a moment, and follow the links that will begin to be there as well. Share in person, on social media, at dinner, in church, everywhere you can. Because what we lack in time and organized resources, we can begin to compensate for with urgency and motivation. Because together, I still believe we can not only save what we had, but we can grow what we need to do what we must. Thank you.